Hello everyone, welcome in this video where I will be talking about Kusama auctions and about how to choose the best project which will give us the best return on our investment. Now let's have a look what you should or what everyone I think should consider when choosing the best project in Kusama auctions. Obviously, the most important aspect is how many tokens you will receive per one Kusama locked. So if you receive 20 tokens or 50 tokens per one Kusama locked, it is one of the most important aspects. Another thing that we should always consider is the maximum cap for crowd loan. So let's say some project might have the maximum cap 100,000 Kusama. Some other project might have the cap 200,000 Kusama. And obviously, if the project reaches the maximum amount of Kusama, it might decrease the reward per one Kusama locked. We should also check what is the total percentage of token allocation for crowd loan participants from the total token supply. This is extremely important, maybe the most important aspect when judging which project is the best to invest in. Specifically, let's have a look at Kilt. Kilt only allocates 3% for crowd loan participants, which is very, very low allocation. And even though Kilt is really extremely promising project, which will have a very high market cap once it gets listed, only 3% allocation for crowd loan is very low. So in my eyes, Kilt is not the best project to invest in Kusama auction. Everybody probably knows that Moonriver was by far the best crowd loan from the previous Kusama batch auctions. Moonriver allocated 30% of MOVR tokens for crowd loan community, and everybody who locked their Kusama to Moonriver is extremely happy with the gains now. Another great project from the previous Kusama auctions were Shiden. They allocated 22% for crowd loan participants, and now one SDN token is worth I think $5.5 at the moment. In my opinion, it seems that in this round of Kusama auctions, Calamari network, which focuses on privacy and confidentiality of your crypto transactions, Calamari might be the best project, maybe, because they allocate 30% of the total token supply for crowd loan participants, which is very good deal, I think. Another aspect that we should consider, and I always try to consider it, is the whole tokenomics of the project. If there was some venture capital involved in the project, if there were some private seed sales, that means that a lot of tokens is owned by venture capital companies, by whales, by big institutions, and usually what they do is that once the token gets listed on exchange, they dump the tokens. They sell it with a lot of profit because they maybe get the token for 50 cents in these private or seed sales. Then the token gets listed, it costs $4 or $5 and they sell everything, which means the price is suppressed at the very bottom, and then it is very difficult for the price of the token to increase. So I always consider this to be a red flag if there is a venture capital involved or a lot of token have been allocated to private or seed sales. I usually try to stay away from such projects. We should also consider lockup and vesting periods, because the way I see it, I want to get tokens as soon as possible, and I want to get as many tokens as possible to get liquidity, to be liquid. I want to sell the tokens for a good price so I can make some profit and I can invest this profit somewhere else. I can buy maybe more Kusama for next batch of auctions. I can get some DOT tokens, but I want to get tokens as soon as possible. And these projects, they differ in terms of lockup periods and vesting periods. So let's say if we get 30% of the allocation for crowd loan right after the blockchain is launched, that's good, that's what I like. And there is probably some vesting over the next 48 weeks, that's okay. But as long as we get some 35% of tokens, that's what I'm looking for in these Kusama auctions projects. Of course, use case of the project and value proposition is extremely important, but I think many people only look at this, at use case of the project. And many people but unintentionally, they overlook tokenomics. So use case of the project is very important, but tokenomics of the project is, in my opinion, as important as the use case of the project. So as I said, Calamari, which is a canary network of Manta network. Manta network is built on Polkadot. Calamari is built on Kusama network. So Calamari network will provide private transactions and private tokens and anonymous payments. Some other use cases might be decentralized exchanges or synthetic assets. This is what Centrifuge and Altair are doing. And of course, smart blockchains, which are basically the environment where all decentralized apps are built on. And the last aspect that I always try to consider is future potential market cap of the project. So I always try to guess or estimate at least what might be the future market cap of the project, because then you can guess what one token might be worth. So if we knew that after first Kusama auctions, if we knew that the total supply of Moonriver is going to be 10 million tokens and the initial supply will be 1.5 million tokens, we could calculate that if one token cost $50, the initial market cap of Moonriver would be $75 million. And $50 per one token, I asked myself, is it something that I would be happy with? We knew that for one locked Kusama, we received around 15 MOVR tokens. So you calculate 15 times $50, and then you know what is your return on investment from crowdloaning to Moonriver. So it is good to at least guess what might be the potential market cap of the project, and then it might help you to decide which project you want to lock your Kusama. Now we already know the price of Moonriver, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's over 170 So it has exceeded everybody's expectation, I think. I wanted to explain you in this video why I believe that the Moon River is doing so well. You know, the tokenomics of the Moon River is amazing for the community. I mean, for retail investors, the tokenomics is perfect. And I believe there is a lot to learn from Moon River's crowd loan and from the tokenomics of Moon River. Basically, I'm looking for the same reward ratio that I received from Moon River. And I believe there are some projects that might provide maybe not as amazing, but still pretty good reward ratio in these Kusama auctions. But this video is getting too long, so I'm gonna stop it and I will upload new video about Moon River in a few hours. Thank you very much for watching, and if you are still planning to crowd loan for some projects, feel free to use my links in the description of this video. Thank you, and invest carefully.